Well, Melanie is a big fan of lentils. She makes a great lentil soup. Now, although lentils and beans are really good for us, very nutritious, delicious, the bad side is that they can cause bloating and gas.
That's so true, isn't it? So how do you enjoy all these healthy proteins without all the discomfort? Certified food nutrition and health expert and author of the Motherland Cookbook, Sabina Jules is here today. She's going to tell us how. Hey, Sabina, good to see you.
Glad to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You know, I made the red lentil soup a week ago, and then this past week I made 15 bean soup. So we eat a lot of beans in our family, and, you know, sometimes it does cause a little distress.
Exactly. It causes a lot of bloating, but it's something that people should eat all the time.
Yeah.
So to take the bloating, it's easy. Simply boil some water, add a little bit of salt and a little bit of baking soda.
What's a little bit?
This is 3 cups of lentils, and you use half a teaspoon of baking soda.
Wow, it doesn't take much. And what does that do? How does that help prevent the bloating?
It takes the gas out of the beans.
Did you know that,
I
Mom?
want to know the chemistry. What's the chemistry? How does that happen? Do we know?
Well, we really don't know, but from my experience, I know that that's what I use for all the beans.
And it makes a difference.
And it makes a difference.
Is this something that you picked up along the way, or is it something your mom taught you?
It's something my mom taught me.
Wow.
And we actually use the traditional type of baking soda.
All right, so once you boil your beans with the baking soda, how long do you have to boil them?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Then you don't want the baking soda in your water where you're putting other ingredients.
You pass it through a strainer and you put it under running water so it kind of washes off the salt and the baking soda.
And then it's time to use the beans.
And then it's time to stew the beans.
Okay.
The next thing to do, and I brought 3 different types of oil, cooking oil. That's olive oil. This is coconut oil, and this is palm oil.
Oh, wow. We hear so much about coconut oil. How are you using this?
Coconut oil is very good for you. I use it when I need to add flavor to the food, because coconut oil has some very good flavor. So I use coconut oil, and you can actually replace your butter with coconut oil when you do your bread, your toast.
You know, and it's so, I don't know, but the consistency is almost like lard or something.
Exactly.
You put it in your pan, as soon as it hits the heat, it just
melts
right
away.
down.
You cook with it?
Oh, yeah, I use that all the time.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when you put any of these 3, and typically in Africa we use the palm oil.
Okay.
Because we grow the palm. So this is also something that's very good. It's packed full of nutrients. So any of these oils, and when it melts, don't let it cook too much. You put some onions and you put some leeks. This again is for flavor, because I believe in adding flavor to food. When food is flavorful, your kids will eat. So when you put your leeks and your onions, these are your basil, parsley, cilantro that I've already blended. You add that and you stew it for a moment.
Now, what do you have it blended in? It's liquefied.
It's actually, you blend it in a regular blender with water.
Oh, you added water to that.
Yes, you add water to it.
Oh, okay.
And you cook it for a while and you add your tomatoes. This is also, you realize that the tomatoes are not really pureed. It's like orange juice with pulp.
Pulpy.
Exactly, pulpy. You add that to it and let it cook for like 20 minutes.
Wow. You know, everything here looks so fresh. You really believe in fresh, organic ingredients. Tell us why.
Exactly. Fresh, organic ingredients, the first thing is, these ingredients are grown by your neighbors. They're grown in your neighborhood. So buying those, you're supporting your neighbors. Then, the healthy part of it. No pesticides, no fungicides, no herbicides. So all those chemicals that you would otherwise add to your body by eating non-organic, you really don't have them.
Can you cook beans like this in a slow cooker?
You don't want to cook them in a slow cooker because they become mushy.
Oh, okay.
And besides, it's for your health. Just take 20 minutes to boil the beans.
It's not that long.
It's not that long.
Okay. I hear people making things in slow cookers.
Well, you know, a lot of times tough meat, that it becomes tender if you cook it all day in the slow cooker.
Okay,
That's a good way to use it.
Never beans.
No, never beans.
Beans.
Never beans.
Okay.
Because the baking soda will actually make it cook faster.
Oh, so that's a dual purpose.
Exactly.
Okay.
It makes it cook faster. Now, what am I serving?
What are you making for us?
Injera.
Injera. It almost looks like a large pancake.
It looks like a large pancake.
Can I feel this thing?
Sure.
It feels like a pancake.
Yes. This is an Ethiopian dish here?
Yes, it is an Ethiopian dish.
It's like sponge cake. It's got the holes all in it.
Yes. This is extremely healthy. It's made from a grain called teff, so it is gluten-free.
Oh, perfect.
Plus,
Wow.
it is also fermented, so there's no sugar. So if somebody's diabetic, this should be their friend. The injera and the lentils go very well together.
Now,
So show us how you eat the injera with the lentils.
So you can take a little bit of it.
you folded these
I folded them over there.
Okay, so
get a piece,
almost fold it like a pancake.
and then a little bit of the lentils.
Okay, you put a, I've seen people kind of use this, eat with this.
Because typically in Africa we eat with our hands.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you really enjoy the food. So
There you go, Kelly.
This is for you, Mel.
and something I didn't tell you about is my own blends. These have no salt.
Yeah, because you have your own line of spices.
Exactly, the Motherland spices. And these have herbs from the Motherland. So when you eat the lentils, tell me what you think.
Tell me some of the spices that are in there.
Typically you have, there's curry here, there is thyme in there, there is rosemary, but there are other things that I want to tell you.
You know, you're also an advocate of less salt.
Exactly. When the food is flavorful, you don't need to put that much salt. But if you have to have salt, you may use some alternatives. Kosher salt is lower in sodium, and also I use brass amino.
Okay.
It doesn't have salt, but it gives you flavor. So what do you think?
I think these things are
All
absolutely
right,
delicious. I'm
time
going
for the
to try it
test.
with the injera.
Yummy. You can come and cook my lentils any day.
Man, just give me on a phone call away.
Very flavorful.
I love the injera.
Really good.
I can taste the fermentation.
Exactly.
It's got like a sourdough kind of
And that fermentation, what does it give you? Yeast, which helps your probiotics.
Wow.
Yeah. You
Very
need probiotics.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Very yummy. Well, thanks for stopping by. Sabina Jules, a certified food and nutrition and health expert, and she's got a great cookbook called the Motherland Cookbook, and she also has her own line of spices. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
You.